Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Some brothers who are praying with us maybe do not understand Arabic, so the administration of the mosque thought of translating or just, summarizing the khutbah of الجمعة for those brothers who would like to listen to the English khutbah, but it's going to be very short, only key points. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. All praise is due to Allah, the Lord of the worlds, and may Allah send His blessings to our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, his family, his followers till the day of judgment. Nowadays, we have in our life developed life and progressed economic life, and this lifestyle that we have has affected a lot of people, and people, instead of using these as means, they are using them as ends, or they are as ends to them. Islam actually is calling for people to be moderate in their expenditure and to use these things that Allah has bestowed upon people to their life, to support their life, not as goals or ends. So Islam is actually teaching people to be moderate in their expenditure. Islam do not want people to spend on things that they don't need. So people should think about their expenditure and upon their consumption. So, in short, expenditure is very important, that a Muslim should think wisely when they spend their money. What causes actually this issue, what actually helps to succeed in managing financial side in the family is to raise the family members with positive attitudes towards consumption. They have to be raised to be moderate. Family of members have to be moderate, and they have to learn that. And there is a story that happened to Umar bin Khattab radiyallahu anhu and his son. His name is Asim. He entered into the house and he saw his son Asim eating meat. And Umar bin Khattab asked him, "What is this?" He told him, "This is meat." He said, "Where did you get it from? Or how did you get it? Why do you have meat?" He said, "My soul desired it, so I ate it." And he replied to him, Umar bin Khattab replied to him, told him, "Whenever you desire something, you eat it." He considered this as some kind of extravagance, because whenever you just want something, you buy it, or you find something, you eat it, then you will be an extravagant, because your wants will not end. You will always want to buy, want to have, want to possess. So that was the warning of Umar to his son, Umar bin Khattab radiyallahu anhu. And Islam asks us to be moderate in a number of verses in the Holy Quran. The Quran says, وَلَا تَجْعَلْ يَدَكَ مَغْلُولَةً إِلَىٰ عُنُقِكَ وَلَا تَبْسُطْهَا كُلَّ الْبَسْطِ. Literally meaning that do not keep your hand close to your neck, or do not stretch it too much. It means, this is like the meaning of the verse means, do not be mean or miser, or do not be extravagant. So you need to be in the middle. In the society, there are some bad practices, or we call them wrong or bad practices. People actually do not, use things wisely or moderately. And some examples here: electricity. People just switch on the lights in the house, even in rooms that they do not need them, they don't use them, or no one is there. So the advice here is, if the room is not used, why do you keep the lights on? Just switch them off. Save energy. And the Khatib also, he said that we need to use some devices that are save energy, that they save energy. Other wrong practices, the use of water as well. People use water without thinking. They just, use it at home, maybe also for gardening without thinking to use it wisely and moderately. So people should think about this, because once you spend money on this, it will get back to you. It will go back to you. It will affect you financially. At the end of the month, you will end up with nothing, or you will end up paying for things that you don't really need. Also, he mentioned that buying new devices every year. People get to buy phones or TVs or new devices that they don't need. It has become a fashion. It has become fashion that people follow. So a Muslim should not run after fashion, should not run after these things. Every time that they see something new, they go and buy it. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala warned Muslims not to be extravagant. How? He said, وَلَا تُبَذِّرْ تَبْذِيرًا إِنَّ الْمُبَذِّرِينَ كَانُوا إِخْوَانَ الشَّيَاطِينَ. Those extravagant people, they are like brothers of shaitan, because the shaitan wants you to be like him, to just waste, because when you waste, actually you are sinning. You are sinning. And the shaitan wants you to be his brother. And also, if Allah wants to destroy, Allah will destroy those places that they have extravagant people. وَإِذَا أَرَدْنَا أَن نُهْلِكَ قَرْيَةً أَمَرْنَا مُتْرَ فِيهَا فَفَسَقُوا فِيهَا فَحَقَّ عَلَيْهَا الْقَوْلُ فَدَمَّرْنَاهَا تَدْمِيرًا. So it's one sign, if people actually are extravagant and they just waste money and they waste things, Allah will destroy that place. So be careful. All people, fear Allah, that you should not be part of those people who are, wasting their wealth. The other thing is that we are not calling people to be miser. We are not calling people here, to not to spend on something that they need. But we are here to make people aware that they should not be extravagant and they should not over-consume. They shouldn't consume on things that they don't need. Being a Muslim, you should actually be the best person to excel in managing your financial life at home. How is this happening? It's by actually raising awareness in the house. And Islam is also mentioning this, that in the hereafter, you will be asked about your wealth, where you got it from and how you spent it. So on the day of judgment, Allah will ask you about what you have, about your wealth, about your money, where you got it from and how did you spend it. Experts in family issues, they suggested 3 points or 3 solutions to manage your time properly. Number 1, to have budget. You need to have budget. And this budget should be actually spent based on your priorities. So you must have priorities. What you need first, what you need most, what you need less. The second solution is to save money. And it is not haram in Islam to save money, but it is haram to accumulate money and you don't pay zakah. So if you save money and pay zakah, that is fine. So you are also, in Islam, you are encouraged to save money. Don't waste all of it, but you must also give zakat. So if you give zakat, you are not accumulating money for the sake of having more and more and more. It's not that. It's saving money so you may need it later, but with the condition that you pay its zakah. The last one, and we are finishing here, it's investment. Try to find other sources of income. Do not depend only on your salary. Try to find other sources, because you need actually maybe more income to help yourself and family, to support the community and the society. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك اللهم ونتوب إليك.